This is so exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mayci, for having us into your beautiful home. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I created Mom Talk. It's a group of Mormon moms making TikToks. It started with Whitney, Mayci, Mikayla, and I.
Taylor, I'm gonna go to you because it kind of feels like a lot of this started with you. So take me back to the beginning. How did this show even get created?
Basically, I was doing Mom Talk with these girls and some other girls, and our lives kind of just like blew up because I came on the internet and kind of told my side of a story.
A Mormon swinging scandal has hit Utah.
No one was innocent. Everyone has hooked up with like everyone.
So the internet blew up because people were trying to see who was like involved or who wasn't, and so it affected a lot of lives. And then we got offered this opportunity, and I was like, okay, this is my time to come tell my story and kind of give like a bigger picture. Some girls, you know, turned it down, and some girls wanted to be a part of it, and that's how we're here today.
Jessi, how did you get cast, and was it an easy yes?
Yeah, so Mayci recommended me because we knew each other through social media, and I think all of us influencers have that relationship online. So it was, you know, easy for her to recommend people, and it was an instant yes for me because I feel like I was made for this.
Was it an immediate yes, Whitney?
No, it wasn't for me. I really wanted to think about it. Wanted to make a good decision. Hopefully I made a good one.
The show was great, so you definitely did.
Similarly, I think Whitney was the one that recommended that I come on, and I was already a part of Mom Talk, pretty integrated at the time. And so it wasn't as instant of a yes for me. I definitely took some time to decide if it was a good fit for me, but ultimately, long story short, I felt good about moving forward. So I'm excited.
I think it was worrisome for me for sure because you don't know, we never saw the pilot before we even did the season, so it was like we don't really know. We knew what we were getting into, but not exactly. I think for me it was, you know, I was just going with the flow. Just kind of see what happens. It's like if I don't like it, I won't do a season 2, but it was a good experience for me overall.
I definitely took some time to think about joining the show as well because it wasn't a for sure thing, and I ended up reaching out to Whitney. I'm like, hey, like I might be a part of the show. I don't really know anyone. But she brought me in, and since then, I've never looked back. I love everyone.
I was also part of the Mom Talk meetups, doing videos. And so I was part of the original cast, and I don't know, I didn't even think twice about it. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. I don't really think about a lot of the things I do. I was like, sure, let's do it. What's the worst that could happen?
You were made for reality TV with that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like this was a pretty easy yes for me, and maybe I'm the only one in the group that was like all gung-ho, but I just think, yeah, just entering like a new chapter of my life, I was excited to just get out there and kind of do this with my girls. I think this has been such a good experience, and we've all gotten so close from this, and I'm just so grateful for all of them. So this has been just a life-changing experience.
I got on a TikTok live. Tay and I are getting divorced. I don't know what you would call it if it's like soft swinging, but you don't like fully switch. We had an agreement, like all of us, and I did step out of that agreement. I brought all of you girls into this Mom Talk thing, and then I was all left. You guys did bashing me without even like knowing the full story. It was something I did like for you guys and like all the other girls, and then I was just like kicked out.
The pilot is a lot. There is a lot to sink our teeth into. And of course, the whole soft swinging scandal is very much covered. It talks about how it nearly broke this very strong group of women apart, these friendships apart. Yeah. Taylor, can you just set the record straight? For anyone who is curious, what does soft swinging even mean and what happened?
Soft swinging is just where you like are being intimate with other couples, not fully switching, because the swingers are a very real thing and people do in their marriages. Yes. They fully switch partners. We weren't doing that. We were just all intimate with each other. Yeah, I was with a group of friends, and I ended up, you know, catching feelings for a man in the group, and we had an affair one of the nights, and things kind of just like blew up. And so part of that group went on the internet and kind of confirmed that like I was a cheater and I had an affair. And then I just kind of went on and was like, yes, I did mess up, but this is also like what happened. I wish I wouldn't have done that, you know? But
you wish you wouldn't have done that to begin with?
Yeah, swinging, yeah, of course. Like I
regretting that, okay.
Absolutely. But it did get me where I am today. So it's like hard to say. I also have like a beautiful baby that I have from a different man, you know? Yeah. So I do feel bad saying that too. So it's just like this like sticky situation.
Taylor, my hat is off to you. I give you credit for continuing your platform and continuing to make content. Why stay online and continue to give to your audience when you're going through something quite public?
I think I was very lost the beginning of that, I go back to my TikToks and I cringe and I'm like, in what world would I have ever posted that? And it's like embarrassing, honestly. I'm like making jokes about my divorce, my situation, and I think at that time I was just like in such a dark place. I didn't care about anything, that I was like kind of using it as my outlet. I felt like I'm just gonna come and own that I messed up really bad and I was a villain in that story, but let's move on, you know? And I feel like I had really a good support system. So thank you. And Whitney was the first one that was like, Tay, something's not right about this story. Tell me your side. And so I kind of told her all of it.
Yeah.
You know, and my side is pretty like nothing, you know, in that time was like, I'm like proud of it, you know, but I just am like, it's out there. It's out there.
I feel like you're just here for the zip line.
What?
Demi, you have an unexpected connection to one of the women that has been featured on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Did you have a chance to like talk with her about this? Like, I'm about to do reality TV. Do you have any advice for me?
A little bit. So I actually auditioned or like interviewed for Real Housewives.
You did?
I did, yeah.
didn't know
Kind
that.
of a crazy thing. So it's Brett's ex-wife that was on a friend of on Real Housewives. And they kind of wanted more of that dynamic and just the family situation. And so I went on as like I'm interviewing for a main cast member, but also to kind of showcase our dynamic, which is pretty unique. And it didn't end up working out. And then shortly after, this came to be. So everything happens for a reason. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, we did talk a little bit about like the ins and outs of the industry and what that looks like and kind of what to expect. She did kind of warn me of like the little nuances of reality TV, and I felt prepared for sure.
It's Chippendales.
Oh, you're so right. It's Chippendales.
Where's
No,
Chippendales?
it's Chippendales. She goes, what's Chippendales? Chippendales because...
Don't look, ladies!
Oh my gosh.
And all the boys are waiting.
Can we talk about Vegas for a quick second?
Oh man.
Yeah, let's go, Vegas.
Vegas was so much fun.
Yeah, I
What
was talking
about.
Was it fun for everybody?
I had
Because
so
Jen
much
looks
fun.
stressed.
Yeah.
It
Not
was-
so much for
It was not so fun for me, but I'm glad you guys had fun.
It wasn't fun for Jen.
Yeah.
No, not at all. It was a hard weekend.
He doesn't want to be married to me if I do stuff like this.
Oh my gosh, he really does want a divorce. Like, basically I'm thinking, what did I do?
Zach is the biggest narcissist. Oh no. The things he was saying, I'm done, Jen. I'm done with you. I'm done with our marriage. I'm done. You're disgusting.
He said, I don't love you. He's threatening to take the kids. He's threatening to move home to his mom's house. It's giving crazy. Clearly, she's upset. She left at 2 in the morning in Vegas. And then I never heard from her again.
I've learned a lot from that whole situation, and I'm actually glad that that happened because Zach and I learned so much from it. And yeah, I definitely feel like we got like 10 years of therapy in like 2 months, which is what we needed.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people who watch this show who are gonna have a lot of strong opinions about what they see. And there might be some accusations that your husband is toxic, he's too controlling. As the person who is married to him, what do you say to those critics?
You know what? I definitely think you don't see the whole story, right? This is reality TV, and I'm not saying that we fed into a lot of it, but you know what? I just think we're seeing this situation as an opportunity to learn and grow. My marriage isn't perfect, nobody's marriage is perfect, and you know what, I still love him and I choose him, and a lot of progress has been made, whether people believe it or not.
What's our opinion on Zach? Is he a happy family man that we should like, or is he a little too controlling? And we should be concerned.
Too controlling.
Yeah.
Too controlling?
Too controlling, period. Besides Vegas, not to be rude, but that's just facts. Like, I know they're working on it, so I'm really hoping that they can fix that, but yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
I was shocked, honestly, by the things he was saying to her in Vegas. I don't care when it comes down to it. I understand the scenario and I understand it's difficult, but you don't talk to the mother of your kids that way. And I kind of,
absolutely not.
I have a hard time with him sometimes because of that, because I just love Jen so much, and just the fact that he could say those type of things to her just really rubs me the wrong way.
Period.
Yeah.
All I can envision, dude,
is like I'm one of those people where I'm like go to worst case scenarios and I'm like envisioning like these male strippers like dancing on Taylor while she's 36 weeks pregnant with my kid.
I feel like Dakota's just more protective, and I don't want to sound like in a bad way, but he loves me so much that like things scare him, and we're not married, so like things are really easy just to like if we wanted to, like we could say bye. Yes, we have a child together, but like we don't have that tie yet. So I think there's a lot of like uncertainty, and he's a lover. He's a golden retriever, and I don't know if that's how he comes off in the show, but that's how he is. And so I feel like it could come off as controlling and possessive. But to be honest, I'm the same way. Like if he were going out with his guy friends somewhere like that, I would be so terrified. I wouldn't be happy. I want him to leave.
Taylor, you have this wonderful sushi date with Dakota, and it feels like a few hours later, after discussing marriage and having a child together, you get into a blowout fight.
Stop! Hey, what's going on? Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
She's hammered.
And so is he.
I'm sober.
But don't say about
How about we separate for now? You need to just calm down. Hey, stop. Stop. Just we're not doing this.
Okay, but he threw me out in the garage.
No, because she is attacking the crap out of
you. Threw me in the garage.
How do you feel about that very challenging night in your life playing out on TV?
Obviously the biggest regret of my life. It was my worst night, broadcasted to everybody, unfortunately. And that one was out of my control being broadcasted, so that was really hard. And then also like the backlash online, obviously like taking that one night and being, called the worst mom. That is something that was harder than anything I'd ever been through. And hopefully it will be the hardest.
Of course, you're a mixed group in terms of how traditional you are with respect to your faith.
I know we're on different terms when it comes to the church, but I at least thought we were on the same level of understanding and respect for each other. We don't drink, and so it just feels very insensitive for her to bring alcohol.
Any concern about backlash from the community?
No.
We've seen it already. With the trailer, we've all gotten so much hate. So we expected it because we knew it was a hot topic naming it this, and it's not a surprise, but at the same time, I think it's showing that they're not following the guidelines of their own religion by not being Christ-like and loving thy neighbor. So I think it's actually making the religion look worse. So that's my take on it, and I think it's sad that none of us would feel comfortable walking into a church building with all those people in the stands.
Exactly.
For sure. I would love to go down the row. Can you sort of tell me where you rank on the LDS scale? Like, do you drink?
Yeah.
How does your backstory fit into this community?
I'd say like 5 out of 10.
Okay.
I definitely, when I first separated from my ex, I went through a little phase right there where I was drinking and going out, and that's something that doesn't align with the church's values, obviously. But yeah, I think taking it day by day, I'm trying to be a little bit more active recently, and I think when it comes down to it, if you're a good person and if your relationship with God is good, then that's all that really matters, and no one can really judge you for what you're doing, so.
I feel like it's hard to put it on a scale because if I'm like self-critical, so I'd say like I wouldn't put myself super high. I'd probably say like an 8, 7, 8. I have like a past where I used to party and stuff, but like I've been sober since 2015 and stuff, so I feel like I genuinely follow most of the guidelines besides maybe like drinking coffee here and there.
I would say I'm an 8, always striving to be a 10. I mean, I don't think anybody's a perfect 10, but I want to be the best that I can be.
So no alcohol?
No.
No.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
I love that she's laughing.
Well, because I think I don't go by like, I'm not ranking myself off the rules of what I follow and what I don't follow. It's just more
that's
like.
what's hard.
I would say like kind of with Layla, like a 5 out of 10. Like I go to church, but I also do, what I like want. Like I'll dress how I want. I drink coffee before church, so some would label me a 2 out of 10. I don't know.
I've been struggling trying to figure out if I even want to be involved in Mom Talk anymore. And honestly, based off of recent events, I really don't want to. I don't want to be around these people.
Whitney, I want to ask you because some of the episodes were tough to watch.
Yeah.
To see you feel ostracized and to feel like you're not part of the group. There's a lot of attacks on your character. She uses people and then she drops them. How do you feel about those accusations? Set the record straight.
Yeah, I mean, that hurts because that's not my intention at all. So I guess that's all it is.
Yeah.
Is it just hurts.
Where would you say you're at with these ladies today?
I definitely still feel a bit like unwelcomed and ostracized, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know.
Is it something that you want to work towards rebuilding?
Maybe not with everyone.
Which ladies?
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell us who.
Yeah, spill the beats, girl. I'll keep that one to myself.
Okay, that's fair. Can you each tell me who did this show bring you closer to, and who on this show are you no longer as close as you once were?
Honestly, I feel like I got closer with all of them in different ways. Like it was.
She was forced to hang out with us.
Yeah.
She didn't have
really
either.
cool.
She didn't have a choice this time. I would say like the whole group, just like Taylor said, I feel like I was already close. Like I was probably the closest with Whitney and Mikayla going into it. And well, Taylor too. And then I feel like I got closer with everyone throughout the show, like definitely on a deeper level. I don't think I have anyone I'm the most distant with after the show. I don't feel that way.
So I probably got closer to all the sinners. I feel like we kind of got secluded a little bit during the season.
Misery loves company.
So Taylor, Jessi, Demi,
Yes.
and you.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like we three too have all been through divorces, and I was able to resonate a lot with like their stories and like how they went through that and survived that. And they helped me a lot through that. But not closest, I can't like think of anyone. I think maybe just Whitney and Jen, just as they're farther from us now, but it's like not like something that happened personally, it's just like distance now.
Oh gosh, I think as a whole, our group is very close. We have a group chat that we're in every single day, all hours of the day. But me and Demi have gotten really close. We have a lot in common from our past, and I think that it really bonded us. I hate these ones. Just kidding. I would say I'm not as close with Whitney. Just things that happen.
Yeah, I echo what she said. We've all gotten so close, especially spending time together this past couple of weeks in Italy. But I will say that we talk probably the most.
Yeah.
And then Layla as well, we're pretty close and we've gone through similar things. We're all divorcees,
Yeah.
you know? I feel like the
The
divorcees
sinners.
have to stick together.
The sinners.
Yeah, the sinners.
Yeah.
The sinners.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Whitney and I had some tough moments, and I'd like to believe that we've worked through some, but time will tell. We'll see.
Okay, Jen.
Shoot, I feel like it depends on the week who I'm closest to. Like one week I'm like, oh my gosh, Demi, you're my best friend. The other week I'm like, Jessi, I need to call you, I need to talk to you. Other week I'm like, Mikayla, oh my gosh, like I need your support. It just changes. I feel like I'm equally close to everyone. The person I would say, I would probably agree with you guys, and I think Whitney's just kind of separated herself from the group, so I definitely feel like she's been the hardest person to connect with, just naturally.
You leave that group chat and
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Mikayla.
This might be a hot take and shocking, but I'm also gonna say Whitney. No, I think I went into it really close with Mayci and Whitney, and I feel like people's true colors kind of come out on reality TV, it's good and bad at the same time. I think it strengthened my relationship with Mayci, and then I also got to know the other group of women a lot more too.
This series ends on quite a cliffhanger. Everyone is going to be wondering what happened during Mayci's phone call with Jenna.
If I find out the message is true, it will be devastating, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Do I tell her and ruin her family, or do I lie and just keep it to myself?
I'm calling because I just have some questions about you and Dakota and your past relationship.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you everything.
What did you learn in that phone call?
I can't give anything away. You guys are gonna have to wait and see, and I guess you'll also have to see for season 2 because it's left on a cliffhanger.
Okay, so she's literally like stressed out thinking about
be.
this. She should be? So it sounds like you found out some real intense information.
I'm not gonna say anything. I cannot.
Okay. I do like the smile on your face.
Always smiling.
It's an uncomfortable smile.
Fingers crossed that you do get renewed for a season 2.
Yeah.
Are you in?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
I want to see it first.
And then you'll make a decision?
That's actually a good answer.
Are you in?
I'd like to say yes.
I think I want to share more. I think I was definitely a little quiet first season, so if we do get a season 2, you're gonna hear a lot more from me.
Ooh la la.
Oh.
Oh yeah, as long as they'll have me, I'm here.
Oh yeah, I'm in. We're not gonna disappoint.
You're gonna bring it even harder the next
Oh yeah,
time.
I'm not very confrontational, but I feel like being on the show, you have those hard conversations, and I'm like, I'm gonna come in the most confrontational. I'm gonna be calling out everyone.
Oh, I'd love to see it. I can't wait.
I'll start with you.
I had your back the whole season, girl.
Jen, are you gonna show us life in med school season 2?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, I've got to pay the bills somehow.
Demi, are you in?
Yeah, we'll be sharing more about Fruity Pebbles and fertility and all the things.
Fruity Pebbles, freaking Whitney.
Demi started sharing this crazy sex story involving Brett, her husband. The fruity cereal has to do with taste.
So stay tuned. We've got a lot more where that came from.